Well, hello, people, and welcome to another edition of Coffee and Tea. I know it's been a minute that we have been out here, but I'm so glad that you guys decided to join us. It's a lot going on, and a lot has been going on, and we probably have a couple cups of coffee of information to talk about this evening. But come on, check in. Let me know that you're in the building. We got some great guests, some wonderful returning guests for us and our topic today. So, likes, lies, and lessons. It's all about social media and the presence that it has made on us. So, a lot in our social media news here lately. So, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my folks. He is one half of the dynamic duo that is Fat Guys Podcast. He has been on the show several times. You've seen him by himself. You've seen him with his lovely wife, Viva, who happens to be on my hit list right now. And it's always great to have him in the room. So, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Mr. Kevin Gross, how are you, Kev? Really, with the facial expression.
What's going on, peoples? How y'all feeling today?
Really, sir.
Uh, I'm,
Hilarious.
I'm trying to remember who used to do that. Oh, Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, wrestler. When
Okay,
he was
all right.
when he was in WWE, he used to always had this gimmick where he was like always happy, and that was his. He's like,
Well, you know, I believe in Joe Hendry, so you know that's that's what we are today. Uh, and then my next guest, also a returning, uh, what can I say? He's a returning entity. He is a plan and a project. He is a conglomerate all
God
in
dang.
himself. He is one half of that professing class that is Dating University, where we know him as Professor Charles. And then he is also one half of a wonderful pair of gentlemen that hosts the Husbands Lounge, none other than my very good friend, Mr. Charles Pratt. How are you, Charles?
Man, I had to see who you was talking about for a second.
Hey, conglomerate. Like
Hey,
I didn't even
the
I didn't
man,
even
the
get
man
that
is a
type of.
he is a brand. Like, listen, the brother is
You know,
out
I'm gonna
there
take it.
working.
You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take
You
it.
know what? I mean, like, you know what? I'm gonna be in my feelings for a second here, guys. She talking about you a brand. I got this whole label album behind me pushing music after music. We done dropped like 5 albums this year.
But
Solo dolo one man band out here.
but you
I done dropped 2 compilation albums. I done dropped 3 solo albums for other artists. Now I'm hold on 2 solo artist albums. I got another solo artist album coming out. Then I got 2 bands dropping in October, and I
right,
ain't even get that
yeah,
type of love, yo.
yeah,
She was
yeah.
like one and a half of the dynamic duo. I appreciate it, but I'm a one man productions is out here grinding right now.
Yeah, that
All
is
right,
hilarious.
all
Oh,
right,
okay.
I'm
All
good
right.
now. I'm good. I'm like, nah. I was in my
He,
feelings.
You
he,
okay? You
he
all right?
is
I'm okay
You
now.
you all
he
right?
is a podcasting brand. That's what
Dang.
he is. He,
Okay.
A little bit.
you
You know what I'm
know,
saying? I was gonna be real humble, but then I was just like, nah, I'm gonna take this. And then here you go like, "No, I'm the man. I got this album. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
saying I got a whole virtual background of an album I just dropped a couple weeks ago.
and I was gonna hype all of that up when I gave you your opportunity to speak. Like, geez, sir.
she was gonna give you an opportunity to get your flowers,
I told you. I respect that, but I was in my feelings just now. I told you that, so I'm being upfront. But I'm all good now.
So, Charles, how are you?
Man, thank you, Chris, for asking. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I'm doing okay. I'm just getting over an upper respiratory infection that
Oh my God.
in a chokehold for 3 weeks, dog.
Bruh, it's getting all of us. I had
Not,
COVID a couple weeks
not a
ago,
fan.
so
Not a fan. Do not recommend. Oh my god.
not at all. Not
Look,
at all.
at least you just had a.
Other
At
than
least
that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Football season is back. Podcast season is back. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to rock and roll. Thank you for having me to, get my feet back wet a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The podcast world, because I've been on break for since May. Good God. So,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
yeah, so yeah, thank you for having me once again on your lovely podcast. Thank you, Kev, for holding her down. You know what I'm saying?
always.
I've been watching every single episode that you've been on. So yeah, I appreciate y'all both for real.
Look,
I didn't know that's my sister right there.
I love you too, Viva. I have to give
Right now,
y'all
you do.
Yeah, I do. I have to give y'all some feedback from the Snap Crackle and Pop show that we did. I got so much feedback about the hilarity of y'all's comments from that show that when people come up to me and start talking about it, they're like, "Yeah, I remember this, and the same thing happens to me." And you know what? I all this stuff, and it's just amazing how people dialed right in to that show. So thank you guys so much for
No problem.
always popping in the comments and helping the show along. So I appreciate it.
You know what's funny? You mentioned that because a couple of my friends was chiming in, like they was watching it, and it was like when I was talking, I think Charles might have brought it up about the Charlie horse thing, and I just ran with it, and I was like,
my boy,
"You gotta see it through." There was so many dudes that was like, "Yo, that was absolute gospel." Like you just gotta see it.
You gotta pivot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta brace your backbone, right? And then you just gotta shimmy that motherfucker.
Right. It's facts. It's real facts. Sometimes you gotta move that leg over just a little bit, try to reposition it, but you can't stop.
Look, y'all, that's my mama. Look at
Hey,
that.
mama. I'm gonna be
mama.
I'm gonna be on my
checking in. So here we go with this likes, lies, and lessons. Like social media has just exploded over, I say, the last 7 days. The last 7 days and a little bit beyond, but this week has been really I guess the word traumatic would be the best word to use.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll talk about the hot button topic right now, which is the Charlie Kirk situation and how people have responded to not only his rhetoric but his untimely demise. What has been talked about, I guess, in your circles?
Honestly, in my circles, has nobody really talked about it. There is a guy I grew up with who is currently in Atlanta, and he is a Republican. And before I get into this, I don't buy into. I have friends and family that are Republicans, but they have common sense. They can have actual dialect and real conversation. This individual I'm about to refer to is the type of guy was like he's for a lack of a better term, and please forgive me, Mama Harrison. He's a Trump dick rider. Like Trump can't do no wrong, and stuff like that, and it kind of irks me. So he was one of the ones on social media was like the Democrats set up Kirk to be killed and so forth and so on. And I really don't chime into his rhetoric. Like I see it, and every so often I gotta tell Facebook I don't need to see him for 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
I know, so I'll click hide him for 90 days because I know my mouth. And my mouth is very offensive. And I will purposely say stuff to offend you, but because of who I am and what I am and where I am, I can't do that anymore. So I just remove myself from that. As far as this man losing his life, I don't care what his ideology was and what he believed and what he saw. He was still a husband. He was still a father. He was still a human being. And with that, I'm sorry for the loss of his family. I'm sorry that his wife is now a widow. I'm sorry that his kids will not grow up and they're going to miss out on so many special moments with him. This man was 31 years old. Just because you didn't like his opinion did not mean that you had to unalive him. And I feel like political talk in this country is becoming too radicalized and people need to pull back. It's okay for you to have an opinion for your political beliefs. So I'm a type of person, I don't discuss religion and politics because people tend to put those two things in the same category.
Mm-hmm.
Very close. Now, if you want to have a civil conversation about either topic, I'm for you. I'm with you. But as soon as that conversation becomes uncivil, I'm going to cut you off. So if you want to have that civil conversation about why am I a Democrat, I can tell you that. And I'll tell people quick, I'm a Democrat, but there's some things that Republicans say I believe in. I do believe in immigration rights. I do believe that if you are here illegally, you should be deported legally, not just snatched up in the middle of the night, thrown into a van and taken somewhere to some detention center. There are still laws that need to be handled. There are still laws that need to be followed. So I'm completely for that. So if you're here illegally and you've been here illegally and you are a criminal, then yes, go back to where you come from. But if you're here illegally and you're not causing any problems, I'm okay with you. But just go about it the right way to become a citizen.
Yeah.
Go about it the right way to become a citizen. And that's my thing. So as far as Kirk being unalive is sad, but that's the world we live in, unfortunately.
Okay. Charles?
Well, I honestly believe that he was the type of person that tapped into a deep-seated, unwarranted hate in this country, and he exploited it for millions and millions of dollars. He was unapologetic with how he felt or whatever he spat as his truth. Um, I don't condone the unaliving of people. At the same time, I do not have my compassion tank is empty when it comes to this person. I can be sad about a person losing their life, especially how it was in front of his family, which was jacked up.
Yeah.
Beyond jacked up. Like that really took me aback. Like I've never seen anything like that. You've seen old videos of like former presidents, and public figures being shot, but you weren't there to live it, so you don't have that emotional connection to it. This is something that was visceral and it was here and it was just like, whoa, that was crazy. I don't have the compassion for it because this person had no compassion for any other race, any other culture, any other ethnic group or sexual orientation other than heterosexual relationships. He had a poor understanding of the Bible and
Mm.
exploited that immensely. Um, he was very dismissive. He was very harmful with his words. So, as Malcolm said, them chickens is coming home. And I was just thinking, having free speech does not make you free from the consequences of said free speech.
Mm. That right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying someone needs to be, killed because of their words, but we had Martin Luther King, we've had Malcolm X, we had Medgar Evers. We have all of these people who have lost their lives just because, they were trying to bring some peace to the world. This person spoke nothing of peace.
Mm-hmm.
It was all vitriol. It was all hate. It was all xenophobia. Like, let's just call it what it is. Like, it was fighting from his own cultural, if you call it that, a culture, from his own cultural corner. So here we are. How do you quantify, or how do you deal with the feeling of someone who was hurtful and losing their life the way they did, but still be in that space of, well, I don't want to celebrate his passing.
Well, because I think you are a human being.
Absolutely.
You have a conscience. You have your IQ level is high enough for where you can, just as you just eloquently put it, your sympathy tank is empty, but you're not going to sit here and be like, oh, he deserved it, because of what he spilled out his face.
No.
And it's a lot of us that are saying that, which is wrong. And that's what kind of irks me, because as soon as it happened to us, it's a problem. But it's okay for that. It's just like you said, Malcolm X said that the chickens are coming home. But you can't have it both ways. You can't celebrate the death of someone who's against your people and then go after them same people who took out somebody that represented your people. You can't have it both ways. And we, as a community, tend to play that, which isn't fair. And I know I'm probably going to catch some crap for that, but that's the reality.
No, I get it, man. The anti-blackness is real, and it's not even just from white folk. The anti-blackness within the black community is real.
Oh, very real.
And and we got to be okay with not having to fall into this whole thing, like, because if it was one of us, he really wouldn't have cared. He would have been like, see, this is how it is. This is how they are. All they do is kill each other. That's when it happened. I was just like, Black Pope, stay out of it. This ain't ours.
But see, the funny part is he was. I'm looking at Carrie Lewis comment and said X was gunned down in front of his wife and 3 girls, which he was, but that was by our people. Just like Kirk was taken out by his people.
Mm-hmm.
Kennedy, unfortunately, was assassinated by one of his people.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it. And so you can't just say, oh, this person, is just because the guy that did it, he's not even a Democrat. He's not even politically affiliated from what I read online.
Not at all. But his whole family is in the Republican atmosphere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to, and that's the one thing I will not do. I will not relegate a human being to a political affiliation.
Party. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to do that. This person who unalived him felt so compelled to do something, because you don't know what the next person's tolerance level is.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you come to my town, you drum up all of this vitriol, all this hate that probably was just on some chill, which I will say I love me an open racist. I love me open. Let me know you don't bang with me because I'm black.
Right, because
undercover racist with me.
Because you know what to expect. I know how to handle you.
Exactly. So with that, this young man felt like, no, I cannot live with this no more. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of seeing it, and we don't even know what the reasons was. We all just speculating at this point.
Yeah.
But my first thought was, I was like, damn, he about to be a martyr.
And that's exactly what happened.
I was like, this is gonna be bad. I was like, this is gonna be bad. But at the same time, I was just like, no, it ain't, because I knew it wasn't us. I was like, they're gonna blame us. Like, even the governor of Utah today, like, his comment was so tone deaf. Like, it was so weird. He was just like, for 33 hours, I was praying that it was, someone not like us, someone from another country. I'm like,
so what you're essentially saying is, Governor, that you was hoping that it was a black person and or a brown person that committed this crime against this man, that unalived this man, to help back up your president's rhetoric against ethnics.
Baby.
Is that what you're saying, Mr. Governor?
Baby, listen.
And they make sure that they say it in a way that does not openly say that I have some racist tendencies.
But when you say, I was hoping that it wasn't one of us, that's like Kendrick Lamar going, he's not like us.
Well, I mean, look at what happened with I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately, and I watched the documentary about the Oklahoma City bombing.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed like news reports when they were looking for who they thought was the individual that had done the bombing, and it immediately went to someone of Arab descent. They said that they were looking, for a guy who was Muslim. And then come to find out that neither one of these jokers who destroyed the building were anything but of the uncooked chicken variety. So I agree with you, Charles, when you said that he invoked something that was very deep seated in our country. And for as much as many people don't want to believe that racism is still very, very prevalent and very present, it's just hidden a little bit better. But social media makes it a lot easier at times to point those individuals out, as you see how divided social media is about the death of this man, and how some people are, I had a couple friends that I saw post, no one mourns the wicked, which is a song from Wicked. And
that is very untrue.
It is
very untrue.
I mean, we literally just had Hulk Hogan pass away, and
Hulk
Hogan! So go ahead, Kevin.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I'm a wrestling fan. All right. Hold on. I'm a wrestling fan, diehard wrestling fan. You know my podcast. We talk wrestling all the time.
Here we go. The separation of church and state and not putting the people together.
Exactly.
Please go.
But exactly. So I can celebrate Hulk Hogan, the character, the gimmick. Hold on. The man that I watched growing up. I can separate the two because I didn't know Terry Bollea. I knew about him. I heard about the stuff that he did when I got older, but my memories of him was in the ring, Andre the Giant, Undertaker, The Rock in his later years, and so forth and so forth, so forth and so on. And I know some people can't separate the two. That's like the people who be like, oh, I can't listen to R. Kelly music no more. So if you stop listening to R. Kelly music, then that means that you got to stop listening to the Ozzy Brothers after the 2000s. That means that you don't listen to Aaliyah's music anymore. You don't listen to a lot of artists because R. Kelly wrote for a lot of people. I still listen to R. Kelly music because I like R. Kelly's music. I know
No
it.
separating. The
Huh?
person is who the person is. Like,
See, maybe.
no, that's no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
He played a character. He played a character. That was not him.
Right. So
He
I
played
like
a
the character. That character motivated me to want to be a wrestler. That character motivated me to stay in wrestling. That character gave me memories with my father and I. Used to watch wrestling together.
Mhm.
Growing up, I had a big old life-size Hulk Hogan poster above my bed. They hit in my bed on the wall.
Mhm.
So that's the character. That's who I remember. That's who I celebrated.
So here's my question. Do we not have the responsibility or the ability to change our mind once we find out who a person really is?
The person
I
or the
changed
character.
my mind completely about R. Kelly. You couldn't tell me a thing about R. Kelly, one of the baddest songwriters, musicians ever we
No,
had.
let me ask you this.
And I'm not finished. Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
We had that, right? Come 2000, 2001, the rumors. I'm like, no, not him. Not him. Then the tape come out. We all saw the tape.
I actually didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never
That's
seen
wild.
the tape.
I get that. I get it. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'm a nosy, so I'm gonna find out. I'm a thread puller, so I'm gonna pull a thread.
Mm-hmm.
It made me go back and listen to some of the lyrics that he was writing. I'm like, this is on the wall.
I mean, age ain't nothing but a number. Was a dead giveaway. Come on, he was married to Aaliyah. So I'm just saying.
But, our young mind, we weren't really paying attention
Yeah.
to what that was. The same way you wasn't paying attention when you was a young kid watching Hulk Hogan. You had the memories of sitting with your pops and him, being like a larger than life figure that wanted to that was inspiring you to be like, yeah, brother, you be who you need to be, brother. Whatever he did. When I had that revelation of who R. Kelly was, that was a wrap. That was it. There was nothing left for me to even consider. I'm like, bro, I ain't with the diddling of kids or raping people or holding people hostage and doing all these horrible things to these people. Like, no, this is not cool. And I'm not going to support you in any sort of fashion, regardless of how good your character was, no matter how good your music is, no matter how many good movies you done put out, that's the problem. That's the problem. We put these people up here and they feel like they can get away with it because it's always going to be somebody that's going to be like, well, I still pay with it because that's my boo.
You know what? Chris Mother just asked a very good question.
Yeah.
Chris Mother just asked a very good question. Did your view? I'm sorry, Chris. You read the comment because this is your.
You can read it.
Okay. Mama Harrison said, "Did you change your view about Martin Luther King once you found out he had an affair while he was married?"
Let me be honest. Again, it goes back to the whole thing of it didn't happen in my lifetime, so I don't know. Now, when I found out that he was being unfaithful, I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Did it change my whole view? I'm gonna say no because think about it. Think about it. When you're a celebrity, you're getting thrown a lot of stuff at you, and some people are weak, some people aren't. But has it changed my overall opinion of who he was? Absolutely not.
Okay, so
is a double standard? Possibly.
Yeah, no,
okay,
so
that's where I live.
So let's use your words.
Shake my hand.
Let's use your words. You said because the situation with MLK didn't happen in your lifetime. So what if
work was bigger
R. Kelly?
Yeah, I was going to say, pause real quick, Kev. This comment, I think helps to solidify, just like the whole discussion, when it comes to the difference between like a Charlie Kirk, a Martin Luther King, an R. Kelly, a Hulk Hogan, or other and Usher Raymond, all these types of people that are in somewhat a celebrity space, and something that they say, something that they've done, in positions that they found themselves in. It's about the work. What is the overall work that they're trying to do? With Martin Luther King finding out that he had an affair, yeah, super eye opening.
Yeah,
Because
very
it's
out.
like, bruh, not the pastor,
It
not
showed
the
him. It showed him.
not the bus boycott person,
Right.
not the person who's fighting for rights and stuff for us to be more than 3/5 of a person, would fall to such depravity that's so small. But what he was doing was so much bigger than that one indiscretion. When you look at Charlie Kirk and his rhetoric, I have to say that I can't, I'm on the fence somewhat, because the work that he did brought more division than anything else. It brought more pain and suffering
Yeah.
than anything else.
Yeah.
And then he tacked on the fact that he was a Christian.
Yeah.
And I said this in a post that I did this morning, that the Pharisees knew who the Messiah was. They had all the information that they could ever need on who the Messiah was, but they had no relationship. Jesus said, they'll know that you're mine by how you love each other. And if there's no love, then you can't tell me that you know God. So I can't support nothing that he said, because nothing that he said had any love in it. So, am I sad that it happened? Sure, because nobody deserves to die in that fashion. Do I have empathy for those that are hurt by his passing? Of course I do. But at the end of the day, my job is to pray for the aftermath that has happened. Same thing with the R. Kelly situation and those individuals that, though, people saw the surviving R. Kelly stuff and all, and it brings up a lot of pain and memories for those that have been sexually assaulted, that have been kidnapped and sold into, sex games and all that other kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, I think, based on our own set of values, our own sets of morals, the things that guide us through life will determine how we feel about these situations. But at the end of the day, we have to try to heal like our own spaces and our own places. When you say that your level of compassion is out, I'm not even mad that you said that. Because every time I heard that a black person had been murdered and there was another hashtag, I just did not have the emotional capacity to be mad, be upset, or be sad.
All right, so let me say this real quick in reference to R. Kelly, and then I'm gonna move past.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna move on after this.
Yeah, so he is where he belongs.
True.
Okay, and I will stand on that. Because the reality is, we known for years, there was speculation for years about how or what he was doing. To me, it became very evident when Jay-Z canceled 2 tours with this guy. The first time it was like, okay, then the second one was like, all right, Kels is doing something that Jay-Z doesn't want to be associated with. And yes, I still like R. Kelly's music. It's just part of me. But where he is where he belongs. Diddy is where he belongs. I don't even want to call him Diddy. Sean Combs is where he belongs. So when you do heinous things that, then you get caught up, then that's on you. You have to deal with it. Unfortunately, with Mr. Kirk, and this is how I'm progressing now. Unfortunately, with Mr. Kirk, the things he did caught up to him. The things he said, the rhetoric that he spilled caught up to him. He was 31 years old. Nobody should be unalive in that manner just because of what they spew. But you're going to have an individual such as this suspect. Enough's enough. Because now you're starting to poison the pool of future people. They said he's the reason why the youth, Republican youth grew, because he knew how to talk to them. He knew how to connect to them, which was dangerous. Which is dangerous because you use social media, you use every tool out there to spill and spread what you were saying privately. But now you know that you have this public forum that nobody is going to attack you on. And if somebody does attack you, you have other people that's going to go, oh, he feels the same exact way I do. Let me defend him. And it becomes a problem for me when it's our people defending him. This is the same guy who said they should have never put the Civil Rights Act in effect. This is the same guy who wants to see SNAP services turned down. He's one of the primary reasons why affirmative action is no longer in play.
Because these political pundits have more power than the people that we elected to be in power, because they understand the power, like you said, Kev, the power of the power of the voice and the power of the pen. Like he has literally set the Republican agenda that is being implemented right now.
Right.
So that, yeah, like you said, that's a harmful thing. That's a harmful thing.
So let's transition into this and give it the social media spin. Mm-hmm. So you have Charlie Kirk, you have the CEO who got caught at the Coldplay concert, booed up with the HR manager, 10 carats stupid. And then you have the Phillies Karen who took the baseball from the kid.
Yeah.
Like with all of this social media stuff, like does social media get to be judge and jury?
No.
Get to act in such a fashion, and tell me why.
The camera shows what the camera shows. You doing what you doing. That's the real part. Mm-hmm. Don't put it on social media.
Right.
Everybody got a camera now. The camera is always rolling somewhere. Somebody is taking a picture, video, whatever, of something, and then your tail get caught up in it. We can't blame social media. Don't get me wrong. Social media has its issues. But if you're out here doing something that you ain't got no business doing and you get caught.
So the CEO or former CEO is I read this. First of all, let me back up for a second. First of all, you're the CEO creeping with the HR lady. That is violations.
Like you the HR manager. Like how, Slay?
That is conflict within itself. All right. Let's just put that out there, okay? 2, there was an article. I don't know how true it was. I didn't get a chance to fact check it, but there was an article where he was talking about suing Coldplay.
Yes.
No, bro.
Because they put him on camera. Here's the problem, sir. You went to a public venue where you are subject to be recorded and sing.
And that's like you booed up.
Right. That's like me going to a WWE event.
Like a coworker. Like, right. We're going to enjoy this concert together.
Right. No. That's like me going to a WWE event. WWE event with a side chick sitting front row, and like people go, "That's not Viva."
Like you R&B booed up, like
right, like Jodeci booed up. You know what I mean?
Like Drew Hill booed up.
Like that's not his wife. Who that is? And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm suing WWE," but I sat front row at a televised event, like. But to answer your primary question, no, social media does not have the right to be judge, jury, or executioner. Do they take it upon themselves to? Here's the problem. There's always going to be a court of public opinion for life. Okay, with or without social media, there was always a court of public opinion. Even in your neighborhood, when you heard about the such and such, oh, did you hear about such and such? Oh my girl, let me tell you, blah blah blah, and then it just goes from there. To everybody, oh, Stacy, she the neighborhood whore. Like, but Stacy's not though. But because Stacy's been seen with a couple dudes, all of a sudden she's a public opinion. She's a whore. Stop. Stop. And that's all social media is. Social media has become the world neighborhood of public opinion courts.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to pass judgment on anybody.
At all.
On anybody. Because until you can show me that you have a heaven or a hell to put somebody in, you can't pass judgment on nobody. Even if you judge yourself, you still can't pass judgment on me.
So then here's the caveat to that. Is social media a place that builds people up more, or does it tear people down more?
I think it's 50-50.
I would give 50-50.
How's that?
It builds people up in a way of giving them, because here's the thing about social media. We only show the wins. It has evolved to that. And it has evolved or devolved even further to like having zero shame now, because I don't know what the heck is going on with that. There's no shame on the internet no more. Like,
Brian, I'm sorry, Charles. Brian, we do not have the right to pass judgment, because let's go back to biblical.
We have the right to pass judgment. Ooh, we don't have the right to condemn.
Right? No, we do not. Because let's go back.
What's the difference?
Let's go back. Cause judgment is meaning that I can, outside of the courts saying you can find you guilty or innocent, but as a person, the Bible says, and Jesus did this in the town. He was like, "He who has not sinned cast the first stone." Right. That's judgment.
Right.
That's you passing judgment on somebody. So you have to reflect on yourself first. So if you are sinning or did wrong, you can't judge nobody else for what they do. You can't. That's why every man that stood there, they went to go stone Mary Magdalene, they dropped the rocks. Because they was like, oh crap, I was sinning this morning. I did wrong this morning. You got to judge yourself first. You got to judge yourself and find yourself righteous in order for you to judge somebody else. You're never going to find yourself righteous enough to judge someone else.
And I think that's how the rise of reality TV came about too, because now it's just like,
oh yeah, reality TV is ridiculous.
My life is bad, but it's not as bad as these motherfuckers. Like, it's not as bad as them. Like,
I mean, the Pop the Balloon show is like the worst form of like judgment ever. Like,
first of all, that could crush somebody's self-esteem all the way around. Like
you just walk out, you ain't said a word. You hear pop, 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 pop. Like, damn.
Like, yeah, like I just walked in the room and everybody popped their balloon. Like, I could never. I could never.
Damn. Okay.
I could never.
I watched a thing that on YouTube, and this will make me stop watching it. It was like one of the first or second times I watched it. This brother come out real clean, nicely dressed, clean shaven, the whole nine. He walks out, they start popping balloons. Couple people didn't pop, so he gets to talk. He introduces himself, tells you how old he is. This man owns his own business. No kids. He's in his 30s. Owns his own business. No baby mamas. Got his own home. Cars. All that. They popped the balloons on him because they didn't like his voice. But then...
They did that to a girl, too.
But then... Well, I mean, the girl did sound like a dude, though. I'm sorry. If your voice deeper than mine, I can't rock with you. And my voice ain't that deep.
That ain't their problem. Sometimes it's a hormone.
It's not. And I respect you for that, but I can't rock with you. Then this dude come out. I go and I hang out with my peoples and they like, oh my God, he is so cute. He couldn't form a whole sentence. But the guy that could articulate you didn't like him because his voice was too light.
And again, like I said,
sometimes it's where you are.
right.
Right.
And it goes, like I said, it goes to what social media has done. It is given
people power that shouldn't have it.
Yes. Like the people, and I'm not saying people should not have self-esteem, but what I am saying, you should not have a high sense of self about every single thing about who you are.
Preach.
And we falsely celebrate that on social media. So we got people who only show their wins, which is in either inspiring or making someone depressed about where they are. So that's the 50-50. So it's either it's going to inspire you or it's going to make you even more depressed because you see this person quote unquote winning, but you don't know what they had to do to win. You don't know what hills they had to climb. You don't know what deals they had to make. You don't know what sacrifices. You don't know what
You don't even know if that win is real.
exactly. You don't know what concessions they made for their character in order to be in this position of winning. You know what I'm saying? So we have given too much credence to these people, and it's kind of a double-edged sword because here we are as podcasters doing what we do,
Yep.
in hopes of getting the notoriety, which can turn change our circumstance in life,
Yep.
which will make us quote unquote winners. But I believe in where we are, us three, as three individual podcasters, and this is why I will continuously come on either one of y'all shows, is because the integrity that you both have. You're not doing it for the clicks. You're not doing it for the likes. You're doing it for the love because you have a voice. You have something important to say. You're not about the divisiveness. You're about the healing. You're about the bringing together over a common thing, So, again, it's a 50-50 thing with social media. So, like my grandmama used to say, take the meat and leave the bone.
There you go.
So, it's funny you say that because that's why at the end of every podcast episode, Danny and I always say thank you. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to come hang out with us for 90 minutes to 2 hours plus, depending on how the shenanigans go. Because we appreciate that. You could have been somewhere else. No, Danny and I, we're not doing it for the clicks. We do two fat guys just so somebody can have 90 minutes to get away from reality. 90 minutes to a 2 hour laugh. And they can go, yo, these dudes are fools. But that's why we do it.
Yeah.
Because I know how my week went. Excuse me. So for me, my podcast is therapeutic.
Yes.
Because just like you watch it, you're escaping, I'm escaping for 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Yes.
Because that's my therapy. That's my sanity.
Yes, I can get out my thoughts and just
right.
feel, because I don't believe in cancel culture to an extent, so I feel like I can say what I want, and you got two choices: shake my hand or whip my ass. Which one you going to do?
I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna whip my ass. I'm gonna fight.
This is what I'm saying, my brother. You're gonna whip my ass. So
I'm gonna swing first. If I even think you about to swing, my father said, if you look like it, they do it. Gotcha. So that's what I stand on to this day. 46 years old, I swing first. But it's 50-50. But we use our platform for people to have an escape, for people. And this is coming from a person, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Chris, you already know. I had mental, and I still struggle. I had mental health issues.
Thank you, Sessican.
Because I didn't have anywhere to outpour. You see what I'm saying? As a man, I don't want, because I used to say always know as a black man, but it's not. As a man, as a father, as a husband, it's so much that falls on you. You don't have you don't have an outlet, and that comes down on you as a man. So I didn't have an outlet, so suicide, but it was very heavily contemplated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, but because God saw fit to give me the voice and give me the knowledge, like, yo, this is not what I have for you, I was able to pull back. And because of Danny reaching out to me, like, yo, I want to do a podcast, and I thought of you first, nobody else. Like, you the first person popped in my head. I realized there was nothing but God. So Two Fat Guys became an outlet. Two Fat Guys became a therapy for me. So when we do the podcast as podcasters, we not like Logan Paul and his brother or whatever. They do it for clicks. And Chris already know I can't stand them people.
I know.
I don't like them. I don't like them. But they do what they do because they know they can get away with it. And that works for them. We try to bring, like you said, integrity. We try to bring some type of intellect, even if it's goofy ass intellect, to social media. Like the your podcast, Dating University. You're teaching people how to be in relationships before they take that next step. Nobody, and when you hear podcasts like that, it's really almost one-sided. But yours isn't. And because of that, that's why you get the spectrum from men and women wanting to participate. It's not just one-sided. Because you and Anthony brought intelligence to it. Y'all brought intellect to it. To make people go, oh damn, it is two sides to dating. It just doesn't fall on the man. Or as a female, I don't have to keep being extra. I could just be me for this man. Social media doesn't have that. I'm sometimes, and I've been told sometimes, I was told by my pastor, sometimes I'm too transparent on social media. But I feel like I have to be that way to let people know, yeah, you're going to see Kevin. I'm having fun. You may see me in the, just doing a quick video of me driving, bumping music because I'm in a good mood. But guess what? I'm also going to show you the side of Kevin that's not having a good day. That's in spiritual warfare. I'm going to show you that because I need you to know I'm not always up, because I know that you're not always up. So when somebody else goes, oh damn, he's not always up, but he's still fighting through it. He's still pushing. So that's why sometimes I could be transparent. My pastor was like, sometimes you're too transparent, you need to pull back. But I don't know if I want to pull back because I know me being transparent can save somebody's life.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing. I think you have to take the bad with the good. I think that when it comes to social media, you have people who are going to put their entire lives out here, like gonna put it at all out there and all on the wire. And then you have those people that are gonna lie, and then you have those people who are gonna like just come on and be nosy and then go about their business. So I think you have to. The good thing about social media is that you get an opportunity to decide who you get to look at in your news feeds and in your spreads and on your timelines and all of those types of things. So the things that you don't want to see, you can time them out, you can unfollow, you can do all of those types of things. So it keeps you up versus, depressed or what have you. You can be encouraged and remain encouraged because of all the things that you have on there. So I kind of agree with you, Charles, when you say I think you said it too, Kevin, that it's 50-50. And then Charles, you said something about cancel culture. So do you think that there's grace and forgiveness when it comes into cancel culture? Or is it just like, because I don't agree with you, like that's it?
People feel like people are going to give grace to whom they feel like they want to give grace to.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not an across the board thing where we can all make mistakes, all have repentance, and all have the ability to claw our way back from our, our thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to social media,
And you say that with such disdain.
it's the worst thing in the world. Like, y'all cancel people over the dumbest thing. Like, how dare you pull up something, depending on what it was. Let's preface that.
Yeah.
Let's preface it. We're not going to just give a blanket excuse for everybody, but people have the ability to evolve, you know what I'm saying, from where they were. Like, I look back at some of the memory, and I know this is one of the questions that you had. I look back on some of the memories that I posted, and I'm cringing looking at them like, why did I even say this out?
Yes.
Like,
hold on, I'm sorry. Say it again, because you kind of tapped out on me. Say it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, as far as having the ability to have to evolve, like we can't, like no one has the ability to evolve, and no one has the ability to be different from what they were back then. You know what I'm saying? Or especially when it comes to people digging up old tweets or old posts or what have you. And I was just saying, I was just like, yeah, I look at some of the posts that I put out years ago, and I was just like, well, who hurt you? Like, show me on the dog where it hurt.
Yeah.
Like, where they touch you? Like, it was right there. Like, I was like, good Lord. So
Like
now I'm more reserved with my words when it comes to social media. And like you said, Kristen, the ability to tailor who you see, what you see, and how often you see it is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
It keeps I used to do this thing called a delete-a-thon. It was so, again, one of the cringy things. It was so cringy because I would literally post, hey, a delete-a-thon is coming. You may not make it.
Bruh. Yes.
I'm thinking
if you see this post, you made the list. Like,
right. I'm like, at 44, I'm like, why did I even say this dumb thing? But I'm like,
oh man, I know when I was I used to spaz on Facebook, like complete spaz outs, like oh, you want to talk ish about me? Then let's go. You know where I'm at. I'm on blah 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 blah. I don't. And and like Miss Allen just said, it's maturity. You grow and you mature.
Absolutely.
You hope so, because it's people from Northern that still think it's 1996. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
No, don't be leaving the room now.
I'm just saying. Joe Buttons had this line one time. My man Joe Buttons says high school, this on some high school ish. Like, that's a problem. That's a like, bro, it is 2025. Why are you still acting like this is 1996? Like, the year don't even have 19 in front of it no more. Like, what are you doing with your life? But no, you evolve. And sometimes when I see like my Facebook posts that pop up, I don't even cringe. I laugh. Like, I do. I laugh. I was like, dude, I was geeking. Like, yeah, like my Facebook, as Carrie just said, my Facebook crash outs was epic. Like, my soapboxes was ridiculous. Like, I will get on my soapbox, oh my God, and just run. And I would just, it'd be like maybe a good 4 or 5 minute video. It's just me just ranting.
You had a lot to say.
You needed TikTok back then, sir. Like,
what? And it takes everything in me now not to be on the soapbox no more. Like, every once in a while, y'all may catch me. But nah, back then, oh my God. Yeah, my soapboxes was crazy. And I would title them soapbox. People be laughing, and I'm laughing at them, but I ain't joking. I be dead A. I be dead A. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo.
So you both are happily married individuals. when it comes to
Full
your
paragraph, all caps.
relationship, all caps, when it comes to your relationship and social media, when you were in your dating phases, whether with the wives that you chose or with other ladies prior to that, um, do you think that strengthens your relationship? Does it give a sense of accountability when you post stuff about your relationship on social media?
I think it depends on the person you're dating or the person that you're with. Because and also it depends on what you put out on social media about your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did a post and I can talk about it a little bit more publicly now because it was way earlier this year. Math no, it was last year.
Long time ago.
Yeah. But Viva and I got into a really bad argument. I don't even know what the argument was about, but it's bad to the point where I knew I had to separate myself. They starting SmackDown off with Brock Lesnar. I had to separate myself. And I went outside and I started talking to myself, like calming myself down. And I wound up doing a video that I posted on Facebook. And I didn't get into details, but I was saying how we got to be mindful of how we let the devil dictate our relationships. Like, you can't be mad at the devil for doing what the devil do. You got to be mad at yourself for allowing it to happen. Like, I didn't put it out there. I got into a fight with my wife or none of that. I just said, look, I had a situation. I'm not going to get into particulars, but I'm mad at myself because I allowed the devil to do what the devil does. I can't be mad at him. I'm mad at myself. So you have to be careful what you put about your relationship on social media. Because if I don't went, oh yeah, me and my wife just got into an argument over X, Y, and Z and bit, then every keyboard warrior that you know or don't know is just going to start chiming in and everybody's going to have their 2 cents. And then we're going to start getting phone calls from people either saying, why'd you put that on social media? Or what is going on with y'all? Y'all need to talk to pastor. It was just an argument. But because I put it on social media, it became everybody else's problem. I made it everybody else's problem. Okay. So that's why when I had the issue, I didn't say it was an argument between she and I. I was like, you can't be mad at the devil. I didn't even say it was a relationship issue. I just said I went through something just now and I'm mad at myself because I allowed the devil to do what the devil does. Because when you put your stuff on social media, once again, we said this earlier, it becomes public court opinion. You keep people out of your relationship. You want to post pictures with you and your boo? Post pictures with you and your boo. Y'all want to talk about the good times? Talk about the good times. But see, that's also about your other podcast, Married Life. Just like, I mean, Brian's podcast, Married Life, that's when you get into the good and the bad and the ugly about being married. That's the proper platform for that. Like, you don't go on Facebook and just vent because I'm mad at my wife right now because she ain't cooked my dinner. Nigga, cook your own goddamn food. They got DoorDash.
Wow.
They got Grubhub.
Wow, sir. Wow.
Nah, I got a homeboy like that. He just like, I'm just saying, you know how to cook, bro. You cook before you got married to her. Cook now. All right.
Charles, as the dating university representative.
Yes.
You know, what are your thoughts?
I've never been in a space in social media life and dating life where I felt pressured to put my relationship out there.
Yes, Miss Karen, you're absolutely correct.
Then people get mad when people comment at it. They put it, oh yeah, so well, respect my privacy. Shut up. Shut up. Ain't no privacy. You put it out here. That's a whole nother. Oh God.
Yeah.
The people in the hospital gowns. Pray for me. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. I'm sorry. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. When they post pictures of you, tears. Click. Shut up.
Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Only time I ever posted a picture of me in the hospital was after I had my surgery on my head, my brain surgery, And that was just to show people your boy's still here.
Well, good. I'm all right.
Right. That's it. Y'all saw the staples. Y'all saw the stitches.
Yeah.
I'm here. That was it. And the one video I posted, it was live, and I was high, so high. But yeah, I just wanted to have a conversation with y'all. But go ahead.
So I mean, you know, we all have been subjected, and we've all been kind of like bred. I don't want to say bred. No, we've been conditioned. Yes, conditioned to do our soft launches with our relationships. You know, people we dating. You know, pictures of the hands. You know, we've done it. Okay, we've done it, and you know, it's because we already feeling all this this dopamine and all these the serotonin is kicking and endorphins are rushing, and we're excited and we want people to know, like, hey, I could get somebody. I don't care what you said about me. But, you know,
that was me. I've been married twice. Now what?
What? I get you. But no, I mean, it's I never felt the pressure to do it, and I never felt like it was a needed validation. And I'm gonna tell you. So when me and my wife, when we were dating, right, we were already dating for like, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so before we even posted our first picture together. And you know, we knew it was gonna be a little bit of, you know, some kerfluffle, you know, bringing back some old timey word.
Love that word.
But it was a overwhelmingly a great response. But there were a few who felt away. I don't give a damn. You fumbled the bag.
There you go. So sorry for you.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you now. So it is what it is. And there were a few people who just was like, how did they even meet? Like, bro, if you know me and my wife's story, you would be like, how didn't y'all meet? Because we've literally been circling each other since childhood, which is crazy.
Crazy.
So I mean, the fact that people have used social media to validate their relationships or people who they dating, like I don't even know how this even popped up on my timeline. Like this whole anonymous group of like, hey, I got this person. They say they cool. What's the tea on them or whatever? I'm like, damn, like you getting social media to validate if you want to date this person or not. Like, I get it. You trying to protect yourself in a certain way, but putting that stuff out there, you're subject to people to be trolling. You're subject to people to just lie and be like, yeah, you know, oh, that person was just with me last night. What you talking about? Like, damn.
I had a home.
Like Jesus.
And yeah, and you don't know, but this social media thing is just weird. Like, I don't. It was okay. So and you know, do I regret some people that I put on social media?
God.
Yes.
So here's my rule. Here was my rule when it came to PDA social media. If we wasn't in like a full blown committed, you didn't get on social media with me. Like, I had a homeboy who the girl he was talking to at the time, and you know, on Facebook you can change your relationship status, and she put on her she was in a relationship with him, and he never confirmed it. Because, you know, you have to confirm, like, yeah, I'm in a relationship with this person. He never confirmed it. And she was like, she got upset. She was like, why? He was like, because we new to this. I'm not putting this out there until I know where we are. And she was like, oh, you're hiding me. No, I'm not hiding you.
I'm not hiding you. I'm minding my business.
Right. I'm still trying to figure out who you are.
Like, how dare you come to my company as an intern?
Right. And how about you got a job with benefits?
And you want to sit in the manager's meeting. No.
There's a reason why you haven't met my mama yet. Like, come on now. My mama already said, don't bring no junk around her. You can take that when you want.
Listen, I learned that one time when I happened to bring a chick by my mama house, and she say, "Oh, that's what you call them." Lady, shit, that's not her.
That's why this gonna sound real bad, and she online. So I'm glad my mama blind. She recognized voices. She ain't got to see faces.
Ooh, buddy, that's
So,
even worse.
but
That's even worse.
she ain't gonna mess nobody up.
Nah, at all.
You know, there you go.
My great aunt, my mother's aunt, my Aunt Frances. I brought this girl around her once. And my Aunt Frances was all sweet and nice to her. Then my Aunt Frances pulled me inside. And my Aunt Frances is about as nice as she can be. I think I've heard this woman curse when she was alive maybe 4 or 5 times in my entire life. And she was like, leave that girl the fuck alone. She ain't no good for you.
Wow, Kevin.
I love that.
Excuse my language. I mean, we all adults. We're adults. Excuse my language.
I love a good auntie like that. I love
right.
a good uncle like that.
But this the thing, though. My Aunt Frances loved everybody. So for her to go, what she said, I told Shorty that day, I can't rock with you no more.
I can't rock with you.
And she was like, why? My aunt don't like you. And my aunt don't like you. I told her something wrong with you. I don't know what it is, but she saw something I ain't seeing. She been around for 80 years for a reason. I'm going to follow her word.
Facts on facts.
I think that to your point, Charles, I made a joke a while back about the fact that I had 15 years worth of Facebook memories. And I joined Facebook when you had to have a college email address.
Yes.
In order to have Facebook. Yes. So I'm OG Facebook for real.
For sure.
So all that stuff show up. And yes, I cringe at many of those posts that are back there in those 15 years. But we praise God for maturity and growth.
Amen.
But I've used Facebook, and this could be a good thing or a bad thing, because at times in relationships I don't have the best mouth. Let's just say that I have been known to cut a few people down.
Oh my!
You?
I know it's hard to believe, right?
No,
not me, not me.
No.
But we give God glory.
My Professor Charles hat on. Hold on.
I'm not that person. No, I'm not that person no more.
Okay. Okay, got to take it off.
No, we bless God for that, because I'm not that person no more. But I can say that there was a guy that I was talking to, and this probably was a year. Was it a year ago? Like a year or 2 years ago, and he did something, hurt my feelings, and I wanted to. When I tell you, I wanted to say so many things, and I didn't really know how to approach it. So I put on Facebook, somebody explain to me how you tell somebody that you hurt their feelings without being overly emotional about it. And the good thing is, I got some really great feedback. I didn't put who I was arguing with. I didn't put out there that I was seeing somebody. I just put out a blanket question to see what information I could get. And it was actually really helpful. So I think there are spaces that you can benefit from some information when it's the right people. Like, I put that post out there to people who were my friends. So I knew the group of people that was going to respond to it. Y'all, my spiritual dad is on here, and I love him so much.
Put a contract on somebody.
we love you, Dad.
Listen,
Um, but I think there's a fine line when it comes to relationships in Facebook. Because to your point, you open your relationship up to people who have no business looking in,
oh for sure, for sure.
especially when you're married. Like they say, it's only supposed to be three people in your marriage: you, the person you married, and the Lord. Like them, the only three people supposed to be there.
It's it.
So it's no reason for Facebook to have any access to the spaces that they should not. So
Only time I talk to somebody outside, only time I talk to somebody about my marriage is my brother, my older brother. And the only reason I talk to him because he's been married like almost 40 years.
Oh yeah. That's a
yeah,
wealth.
counsel is
You see what I'm
different.
saying?
Yeah,
Right.
that's a wealth.
Yeah,
Right.
You
So
got to be able to tap in with folks who have been in the trenches
yeah.
exactly.
longer than you. They have gone through those seasons.
I'm
where
not going to ask my single friend.
oh hell no,
Yeah, please don't.
hell no. Because they gonna be like, nigga, come on outside. I'm
Right.
Like, no, okay, can't come outside no more.
Right.
All I'm
So
gonna say is, what did Viva say?
Like I'm on the porch.
right.
I ain't gonna be helpful at all. What Viva say?
But you know what though, Chris? You know what? When me and you reconnected, when we started our friendship came full blown circle again. One of the first conversations we had, because I don't know how it came up, but you was telling me about another relationship that you or friendship that you had, and the guy was married and he started catching feelings because he was
Yep.
talking to you about his wife, and you said it. You was like, "Don't ever come to me
Fact.
about your marriage,"
I don't want to know.
because she was like, "I'm not gonna lie to your wife for you." And I don't want to know about it because if I don't know, then I can't lie for you, and I'm not going to lie for you in the beginning.
That's a
But
fact.
see,
That
but see, I respected that because you were upfront, and but see, at the same time, I would never put you in that situation because you never been in my situation.
fact.
So if I'm gonna do that, even though we friends, I might as well go ahead and put my information out on their Facebook. If I just want completely wrong advice, not saying you would give me wrong advice, but why am I going to go to somebody who's never walked in my shoes?
Exactly.
So I'm not going to do that. Like I'm not going to put you in that
Brian,
situation.
you know, it's crazy out there. Listen. I said I ain't never going back outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Okay.
Bruh.
Right.
You don't want none of this foolishness that's out here.
None.
I'm trying to get out of it myself.
See, here's the problem. Marriage in this country has caught such a bad rep that is Charles frozen?
I'm here.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
Camera
All right.
crazy.
All right, because you was looking like so, but marriage in this country has caught such a bad rep. Like one of my, I'm a job I work for. One of the drivers was like, "What's the number one cause of divorce?" And I was like, "Marriage." He was like, "Yeah, you heard that joke before."
With those boots.
Right. So he was like, "Oh, you heard that one before?" Like, yeah, it's old, but it's caught such a bad rep in this country that people make it seem like being single is the right thing to be right now. And the reality is it's not.
But I think too that there are not a lot of spaces. Let me retract that. There aren't a lot of positive spaces for individuals to have conversations about the struggles that they have in marriage. I think a lot of us have been conditioned to believe that marriage, like getting to the altar, that's it. That's the goal. And it's never the after the wedding day and the honeymoon that, like, the work that you got to do to keep your marriage intact. That's why I love spaces like the husband's lounge. When have men really ever had the voice to be able to talk about what it is to be a husband, to be a father, to be a provider, the pressure that comes with that, all of the nuances of balancing family and work and the role of a husband and so on and so forth? But now you have a space to be able to do that with like-minded people who aren't going to say to you, "Bruh, I know it's too hard. Just quit."
Right.
What's that? I don't want to shout them out, and that's not just because I don't want to give them credits, because there's another podcast and they always pop up like on YouTube and social media. There's always like a panel.
You talking about Tonight's Conversations?
Yeah, I like them, and the reason why I like them is
like individuals.
I like the old them.
I like certain individuals in there.
Right, right. Yeah. So, but it's this woman that's part of it. But she now posted the video in the Two Fat Guys podcast chat where, because she always speaks truth, and
Kitty.
Yeah.
And I like her because she is a unfiltered voice. She's not a woman who's like, oh yeah, girl, you do this and you do that, and then no, she's like, no, you dead ass wrong. Like it was one time this woman was like, I'm trying to convince my husband to let me keep my side piece, and she was like, you tripping,
you out of pocket,
right? Like, and she
out of pocket,
and she went in, and I like that because now that's the type of stuff I was talking about earlier, when people can call you out because you need to be called out, not because I want to call you out, but I'm telling you this from a good place, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Mm-hmm.
So that
it's something like Chris, you said something so powerful about the wedding day and the marriage. When we were in premarital class, one the person who was running it for us, she was like, the devil ain't gonna mess with you until after you say I do.
Mm-hmm.
The devil wants you to try to get to there, whatever, but he want to see if he can break. And sure enough, I'm telling you, that same week, it wasn't something that between me and my wife, it was something external that put us in a real jacked up space. I was like, dang, I had to cut my honeymoon short for this. Like,
yep.
And we have to be on guard. For those of us who are married and those of us who want to be married, we have to be on guard, because what I was told in premarital class, having a marriage is one of the worst things that the devil hates. He hates to see people having a covenant under God with each other that will hold each other accountable, that will be there for one another. No one's saying that this life is easy, because it's not.
Mm-mm.
Once you say I do, it gets harder. It gets harder, because now the expectation level isn't your level of understanding and your level of having to constantly forgive goes up tremendously. And that's a hard thing to do for some people.
Bruh.
To get to that space of forgiveness. You know what I'm saying?
You know what my problem was, even in my first marriage, which unfortunately transferred to my current marriage, was that I was very argumentative. And what I mean by that is I had to win the argument.
What? Not you.
Oh, yes, me. I had, but that's because I didn't have patience. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have patience.
Marriage will give you patience.
Like, you would think kids would give me patience.
Oh God, no.
I had more patience with my kids. I had more patience with my kids than I did with my. All right, but look though,
them crumb snatchers is all right.
But look though, here's the thing though. I had more patience with my kids than I did my spouse, which is crazy. Because in my mind was,
oh yeah.
but it also isn't. It isn't out of sorts, because your kids, they have to do what you say.
Absolutely.
Your spouse has to choose.
Hell. Talking.
I gotta choose to be
I
submissive.
gotta
It's like
choose to be submissive.
you gotta
And
choose
see,
to be
here's the
submissive to
thing.
her.
So that word, ooh. Pastor, forgive me, Pastor. I know you watching.
Both
But
have to be submissive.
No.
hold on.
I know where
Don't
Kev
do it.
ready to
Don't
go,
do
but
it.
Hold on. I'm about to get my bag real quick. Hold on.
Taylor your comment. Taylor your comment.
I am. No. It's coming. Trust me. Hear me. People treat that word submissive as a dirty word.
Yeah, they do.
And it's not.
It's not.
And here's the problem. You both have to be submissive.
Tell them why you mad, son.
You both have to be submissive. Okay? Like we as men are taught that women are supposed to be submissive. Women must be submissive to your husbands. This is what you're taught. This is what you're beating your head. But what the reality is, you have to be submissive to each other.
And submissive to the mission.
If you're not submissive to those things, you're going to have chaos. And the problem is some marriages, when there's only one person being submissive to the marriage and to the mission, it causes a problem. Because now you start thinking, if I'm the only one doing all the work, then what's the point?
But that means that you don't understand the mantle of what marriage really is.
Because listen,
I'm just saying,
it's not going to be every single day where, everybody talk about the 50-50. Like,
there is no 50-50.
There's
like,
no
all right.
50-50.
Sometimes it's 90-10. Sometimes it's
99-1.
Sometimes it's 10-10. And
that's all you got for the day. Like,
so we're gonna pull the curtain back just a little bit. I like to cook. I'm the primary cook in my house. Okay. I work, I come home, and I cook for my wife and I, and for my family. Some days I don't want to cook, and some days I'll be looking at my wife like, you can't go cook. But if I don't say nothing to her ahead of time, like, hey, when we get home, can you cook? Or if you off the day, can you cook? She's going to assume that I'm going to cook. So I can't be mad at her for not conveying, hey, when I get off the night, I'm not going to feel like cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Can you take care of that?
But
the agreement is I cook, she cleans the dishes. I put the dishes up. So that's the agreement. So that was the happy compromise that we came to. And if she cooks, I clean the dishes. And then she puts the dishes up. This is what I'm talking about. That's it. And it took me a minute to realize that's a form of submission. I have to be able to compromise. Compromise is a form of submission, because it was like, wow. But if you don't tell the other person what you're thinking and how you're feeling, then you're going to be right here.
and social media sometimes will have you believing that as a man, you got every right to tell her to go in there and cook. You have every right to tell her that she got to do the laundry. You have every right to go and hang out with the fellas when you ain't spent no time with your wife and managing your marriage, but you done gone out the door because you need alone time with your homeboys.
Again, it goes back to that first sentence. Free speech don't mean that you're free from consequences.
I'll be honest with you. I'm too nervous as a man to look at my spouse in the eye and go, I'm going out with the fellas, no matter what you say. Because I may wake up and alive. Right. You see what I'm saying? I may wake up in Good Samaritan Hospital trying to figure out how I got here. And it's not to say that my spouse is violent. She's not. But it's an F around and find out moment. And do you really want to find out? You mess around, come home, and all the electronic lock codes have changed. You done got locked out. ADT password done got changed. You can't get into your house. The Tesla done got changed. Your key card for your Tesla ain't working no more. Your All-Star account that got disconnected.
Oh, because you can't go outside? That's crazy,
right? Because you went outside disrespectfully. She like, you want to go outside? You can stay outside. I got you. This is.
I mean, why can't you? No, I want to unpack that real quick. Wait a minute. Wait. You can't just say, "Hey, babe, I'm going out with the fellas. I'll be back."
No, you can, but it's how you do it. But if you know that you haven't,
okay.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't go out often.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
So Sunday through Saturday, I'm here. I'm home. I'm work. I'm church. I'm podcasting.
Right.
So if I look at my spouse and say, "Hey, I want to go hang out with the fellas," she's probably going to say, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
But the flip side of that, the caveat's going to be, when are we going to hang out?
Yeah, you got to take care of that first.
Right, you got to take care of that first.
You got to take care of that first, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? She's like, I'm going to let you go out, but
you owe me a date.
You owe me a date.
About us going out, yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. But
no, that's fair. No, that's absolutely fair. Right, but I thought it was a situation where you couldn't go outside. I was about to say, you need me pull up, bro?
But you got dudes that's like that. That's just like, I'm going out no matter what you say, because I'm the man of the house. Yeah. Oh no.
Well, I get that.
Nah, I'd have been blinking 2 times. Like, I need help. Let him in.
Gas up the pacer. We out.
Right.
Yeah. That's why
the box of grits is stored in the back of the cabinet.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Pastor.
Hey, yo.
Oh my God, Pastor. Oh, Al Green reference, people.
I'm trying to tell you.
Al Green reference, youngest. Y'all, and look, if you don't know about the Al Green grits, go look it up. It was done before it was done on Medea. Okay, I promise you.
Hilarious.
I don't even keep grits in my house no more.
I love grits. I can't stand grits.
I love grits. I got a box downstairs.
I love grits too. That's why I keep them out of reach.
You know what?
Listen.
Keep my grits in the safe.
Yeah. It would definitely be a problem if I came home and I saw my wife cooking grits. I'd be like, uh-oh.
You start thinking, don't you? Like, what happened this week? What happened?
You don't ever make grits, nigga. Like,
first of all, if you, it was this comedian. Oh my God, this is probably about 10 plus years ago. He was married, and he said he came home and his wife was cooking, and he was like, "She don't cook. She ain't never cooked. The whole time we was together, she ain't cooked. All of a sudden, she cooking dinner. He started going back over all the stuff he done did. Like, did I do this? Did I do that? He was like, you know what? I ain't trust her after that. Couldn't trust her.
Like, hey, babe, let's go out to eat.
Cooking grits at 8 p.m. You know what? You right. I'm wrong. I'm
Yep.
Baby, walk away from the pot. Come talk to me. No, leave the pot on the stove. Leave the pot. Baby, stop playing. Babe. No!
Yo, cooking grits at 8 o'clock is crazy, yo.
Oh, it's a very thin line between love and hate. You're absolutely right, Mama Harrison.
And I wonder what the equivalent would be in the opposite direction. Like, there are women who do stuff like that. There are women who say, you know what? I'm going out day drinking with my girls. I catch you when I catch you. You know, and they go hang out. You like, yes, go ahead. Have a good day. Like,
what you need me back? What hills you want? Where you want these or this one? Which one you buy?
See, that's the difference between men.
I put on the game, son. I'm gone.
Right. Like if Viva came to me right now, it's like, look, I'm gonna go hang out with Chris and Courtney. Bye. Have fun. I'm gonna cash app you about $50. That's good. I'm gonna send you $50. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sell you. I'm gonna sell you 50, so you ain't gotta worry about the cash app fee. You ain't
gotta worry about that little dollar fee.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that to you. Y'all have a good time. Matter of fact, here, take my credit card. Leave yours here. Take my credit card. You go ahead, have a good time. Cause I'm gonna be playing my PlayStation.
That's like, take my car. I got more gas. I know you can use yours.
Right. Who coming to get you? Oh, matter of fact, make sure you get them gas money on me, okay?
Hilarious. Y'all just pushing them out the door. Like,
you damn Skippy. You're damn skippy. You're damn skippy. I'm not gonna sit here and saying shit. I'm not gonna hide. I ain't gonna be bye.
Right.
Hilarious.
And I
See
love
when you get back.
and I love my wife. I love hanging with my wife because she's crazy and I love her. But going on outside here, I'm gonna get on this game and I'm gonna be chilling.
Right.
So as we get close to wrapping up the show, I have two final questions for you guys. If you could change one thing about how people use social media, what would it be? Yeah, the young man right there in the front.
Hold on, wait a minute. My fellow Americans, I humbly come before you today and ask you to elect me as your internet czar. As your internet czar, I promise you that I will create two internets. One for us normal folk who we can just enjoy some good kitty videos, some fun memes, some informative stuff, and then we'll leave all the dummies over there in their own internet, okay? You will no longer be subjected to retard. Oh, we can't say that word. We will no longer be subjected to stupid videos from stupid people who with no shame, no grammar, no diction, and you will not have to deal with that. So, you put your trust in me. I promise I will make the internet a safe and greater place for us all.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Clap it up. Clap it up to the announcement of the internet czar. Amen. Kevin.
I'm sorry, man. What was the question?
I know it's just fabulous, wasn't it? That was it.
I feel like no matter what I say will just pale in comparison now. I should have went first. What was the question?
Look, if you could change one thing about how people use social media, what would it be?
Ooh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yes. Back when I knew how to code.
Yes.
Now I'll be like,
yeah,
what?
I can't read code to save my life now.
I was sitting there putting backgrounds and music and
man,
hip hop, Bugs Bunny,
sparkly gifts, sparkly moving gifts and whatnot.
I do miss MySpace and Black
Planet. I miss MySpace. The only thing I don't miss about it is let my friends come over and they not in the top 5. Everybody got it. Everybody got attitude.
First of all, I didn't like how Tommy was your friend, your first friend, no matter what.
I love that idea.
It's like Steve from Blue's Clues. Like it just.
No, I'm saying though, but after a while,
everybody my friend. I don't care.
No,
my platform, you don't like it, leave.
I wanted to delete Tommy, but I couldn't. Woo. It's more than one thing I would change about the freaking internet. That's the problem.
Well, we're not talking about the internet. We're talking about social media.
But I mean, it falls under that. Social media, stupidity.
So you run in an additional platform as the internet czar.
Yeah. So like what and what I mean by that is like how he said people that can't form complete sentences. So all right. I'm gonna try to see if I can put this in perspective for you. We all watch sports, and we all watch college athletes give interviews, and we all watch professional athletes give interviews. There needs to be internet training. Like professional athletes, while they're in college, they need to go to PR training. They need to have a PR class so they know how to speak publicly and how to act publicly, and they need to have you need to pass this class before you can get on social media. And then when you get on, it's baby steps. And like Brian just said, if you violate, disrespectful, you are automatically banned and your address is posted.
Square up, fool.
Right. All right. Let's and I know some people like, for real, Kevin. I hope you pass this on right here. Keep the titties off the internet. Seriously. All right, stop it. Stop it. Cooking with Kai. Stop it. Like, you can cook. All right, you ain't gotta be naked though. All right, stop. Stop. And some of y'all bodies ain't right. Just because they come in your size don't mean you should wear it. All right? Look, people. And the people that look like a wall, and then all of a sudden you looking like you on just a Glamour Girl magazine, I'm banning that too. I'm getting rid of that. All right, stop with the makeup job. That's the devil. Okay, that's the devil. Okay, you show up, no teeth, black eyes, whole thing, and the next thing you know, you look like a glam model with whole teeth, caps, and everything. The devil. The devil. The devil. It's the devil. Okay. It's the devil.
I don't know what to say to that.
All right. Yeah, that's it. And just that's it. And just real quick, I want to go all the way back. I didn't get a chance to say this when you was talking about the CEO and the Phillies Karen. Karma came back on her immediately.
It did.
And I'm glad for that. They not and shout out to the Philly organization for what they did for that kid. They brought him a gift bag.
That was the Mariners.
That was
right. The Mariners. Sorry.
The Phillies actually did even better.
Yeah, both teams did excellent.
Right. But was it the Phillies that took him back to the locker room and stuff?
Yeah, he got the sign back from the guy who hit the home run.
Right. So shout out to them and the Mariners organization. That was karma. Instantly coming back in a positive light for that kid. And I'm grateful for those two organizations. And I hope that woman gets banned. Those women get banned.
I think she did.
I think she did.
Because I know the guy at the Bills game.
He's banned from every
Yeah. He's banned from every NFL stadium for tapping the and shout out to Lamar, yo. Like Lamar, please don't get it twisted. I'm from South Florida, bro.
And the nerd of that fool to show up on TV the next day with a neck brace on.
A neck brace.
I
said stop with the shenanigans.
So here's the problem. You can't sue, bro, because you reached over the wall and you ain't supposed to. They tell you that. So anyway, that's it. Yeah. The devil off the internet. Yeah. Them people. I'm sorry. That was my two fat guy shenanigans coming out. I apologize.
I loved it. I loved it. I
had to get myself together.
Yeah.
So my final question is as everyday users, do you think that based on what we know about social media right now, do you think that our feeds will eventually become better places of like hope and concern for humanity and just places of like love and truth, or
that's cute. That
or
is
it destined to get worse than it is?
Like I said, we've gone from oversharing to just having zero shame. Like, I don't care that you had a baby by your son's dad. I don't like. Why do I even? Why do I care? Why am I being force fed your information?
Hold up, you just confused the hell out of me. You had a kid by your son's dad. So
yeah.
Your son's dad?
No, like your son's dad's dad. That's what I mean.
Like, the grandfather.
Yeah.
So you banged your son's trife. That is trife.
Yeah. Like,
that is on the internet. That is like, so on the internet.
Why am I being force fed your personal information? Why am I being force fed pointless? Someone said this about this. I don't care. I don't care. What is it helping that Kim Kardashian had a thought about anything.
About bubblegum.
I
Like,
don't care. I don't care. You're not moving the needle or nothing over here.
Yeah, first of all, just stay away from the Kardashian women altogether
They're
because
nothing but gypsy succubi.
they
And
made a whole man
I know
become a
that.
woman. A dude become a crackhead. And Kanye
Hey, Lord.
we still don't know what happened to him.
and Big Sean. Big Sean, the only one that got out. He the only one that got out. Yeah, he was like, nope.
Get their power and youth from stealing the life force of black men. So
I really feel like if that Ray J song was like, if I had one wish, he was talking about Kim, but maybe you dodged the bullet, bro.
you got out.
But to answer your question, just like what Charles said, no. Unfortunately, especially in the world that we live in now, not just with the simpleness of everyday folk that's on the internet, but the rhetoric that comes across social media, politically, spiritually, and that's why I really feel, especially when it comes to spirituality, I filter out a lot. And I only post things and share things spiritually that I know is doctrine. But I know is doctrine. That's the stuff that I post. Political stuff I don't post because that's your belief, how you feel, how you vote. That's you. But unfortunately, because of who's in power, things are not, social media wise, is not going to get better. Especially since this very platform that we're on decided to stop fact checking stuff and just let people post whatever. That's a problem now. So now you just letting rhetoric run wild.
Which is why I'm like, hey, I'm gonna say what I want now.
Right. Because who gonna check you?
Not a damn soul.
Right. And that's the problem. That's the problem. At least at one point before Twitter became X, you got checked. If you posted something that was incorrect, it got taken down and you got warned. Yo, stop posting wrong stuff. Facebook was like that. And now all of a sudden it's like, go ahead.
Right.
Whatever you want.
Right. I saw a 3 testicle flamingo walking down the street. Oh, for real? Yeah, okay. That's fact. It's not.
Yeah, and AI don't make it no better.
It don't.
At all.
It don't.
I hate it. I don't say I hate it. It's a good tool for some things.
It is, but it is also
the visuals is what that I'm not liking, because we're getting to this whole deep fake thing, and it's going to be way worse as it gets better.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, be mindful of what you take in, people. Not everything, don't believe your lying eyes, as they say.
Yeah. Double check.
Please.
Double check before you share.
And
double check before you share.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny? Hey, Courtney. What's funny is that you have people that will send me stuff, like they'll inbox me, and I'll look at it and I'll be like, that's not real. And they go, all right, cool. That's why I didn't post it. Like, yeah, that's not real.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying? And like Chris has done that. Chris has sent me something, especially if it's like wrestling related. She'll send it to me, and I'll look at it and go, that's not real. She'll go, okay, I'm not gonna post it. Because we are in a place now in social media where you post stuff and people think, oh, it's gospel. Like, perfect example, they keep talking about how the WWE or TKO was in like $3 billion debt, whatever, 38 billion, whatever. But it's not WWE that was in debt. It's UFC that was in debt. But they're not telling you that. They're making it seem like that it's World Wrestling Entertainment when it's actually UFC that was in debt. And TKO absorbed that debt. That's what they're not telling you. So people are like, oh my God, WWE's going bankrupt. It's not.
That's why the ticket prices is $9 million. But
right, because WWE has to help cover the loss of UFC. Unfortunately now. But because you don't fact check that, you like, oh, and then you keep saying these videos and people keep sending them to me. Yo, it's not real.
Yeah.
Go and read the article. Like, they're making money. they're operating in debt, which is very possible for a conglomerate to do, but people don't go and educate themselves.
Yeah. And that's why it's important to fact check.
Right.
So, social media has its issues, but it also has its positives.
Absolutely.
You think about the pandemic, and that's how people stayed connected, how churches remained in operation, how businesses learned how to do e-commerce versus just in store. So there's a lot of positivity that can be had if the tool is used in the right way.
But see, but that's what that other 50% that we was talking about
Yeah,
earlier. I was
yeah,
50-50. That's the good part of it. That's the good
yeah.
part of it. Because like you said, during the pandemic, we were still able to have church. New businesses was created because of the pandemic through social media, and they're still here. And
Mm-hmm.
the local businesses now outside of the pandemic, if you are a positive influencer and you like, yo, I ate this best fish sandwich down here on Harford and Bonaparte.
That line been jumping for weeks.
And it has not gone down. And the crazy part is they've been there for like 18 years.
Yes. Passed there a million times.
Passed there a million times. And honestly, I thought the place was closed.
I did too. But they don't, I would love to go support, but I'm not standing in no line.
The crazy part is Viva and I stood in that line. We stood. And I remember I was posting to the group like, yo, we still here.
Oh,
no. Like we didn't get home till like 10 o'clock that night.
Yep.
That was Popeye. That's Popeye's chicken sandwich territory.
And the crazy part is I didn't even do that. I would
never do that again. And then we've been on a downhill decline ever since.
But
Popeye's chicken sandwich came out. I'm not saying that's correlating. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But if a small business, and evidently they wasn't struggling because they've been there for 18 years. I'm just saying, like they've been there for over 18 years, almost 20 years, and it's a neighborhood joint. Because when I finally got our food, the lady that helped was very sweet. She knew people. She knew her regulars by name. Mm-hmm. So like if you was a regular Charles, she'd be like, "Hey Charles, what you want your regular? You want your regular chicken box and blah 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 blah." You'd be like, "Yeah, Miss such and such," because she knew her regulars. She was the neighborhood spot.
Yeah.
But because of social media now, they're hand over fist. People standing in line, and the food is legit good. Mm. Like I wouldn't even be talking about it if the food wasn't good. I want to go back, but I'm not standing in line again. Like the catfish was banging. Like seriously, like my God, it was good catfish. I'm sorry, I'm fat. My big back is showing.
Okay. All right.
But it is a good side to social media, and things like that represents the good side. So it's like the yin and the yang. You got to take the good with the bad. It's just up to you how you filter your experience on social media. Like I was talking to Chris, and me and Chris now have this newest session of watching cops' body cams of Karens getting arrested. I find pleasure in that. It is hilarious. It is hilarious to watch these Karens get checked by the police and they get arrested, and so forth and so on. And to me, that's the gray part where it's fun on social media, because now it's like, all right, this is my little chill spot, going through the videos, going up, Karen getting arrested. Let's watch. I'm for it. And if I want to see something uplifting, then I may come across 2019 Ministries. And that dude is powerful, and I share that because I need some. Because I know if I share it, it's a good thing, and somebody's gonna be uplifted by it.
Yes.
But like, if I come across something stupid, I'm not gonna share it. And if I do share it, I break it down to why this is bad for us.
Yep.
Ooh, Courtney, man, listen, that was me.
Yeah, them rug cleaning videos be.
Yeah, that's my other section.
Like that's how I went to sleep, man. I'm like that ASMR had me in a chokehold.
Man.
Look, the rug cleaning, the Karen getting arrested, and restoration videos where they take like the antiques and stuff and bring. I love them. Those are the three major things I watch on social media, and they're outside of my other goofy stuff.
Yeah, I've always been hooked on like like the chiropractic videos.
Oh my God! What? Not the mongoose, man. She be cracking people.
Look,
What?
I agree with Brian. It depends on the type of stupid. Because I watch some stupid stuff on.
I mean, you
No,
gotta
no,
have,
no.
you
You
gotta
got
be able to like come out of the whole like I gotta pass on the knowledge of the people to the people to let them know like the
Yeah.
man. Like, sometimes you gotta watch somebody fall and hit their face because
what I mean by
funny.
stupid. What I mean by stupid is people that's just doing stuff to be doing stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like I like to watch like the compilation videos of people getting hurt because they were trying to do something slick, like ride a skateboard, grind, and then they go do parkour and then they chin check themselves on the edge. I like it. I don't know why I get a kick out of watching people hurt themselves. I know it's wrong, but I find it hilarious. And to most people, that's stupid. So,
It's funny sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, man, there are some people who just definitely need to be off.
Right.
All the internet.
Yeah, just
Like,
don't put nothing on.
Might need to be revoked. All your access to digital audio and video needs to be revoked. If I see this dancing gorilla nigga one more time,
I'm sorry, who?
I don't think I'm on that side of. I don't think I'm on that side of Facebook or TikTok.
No, it's this.
What
the
dancing
big guy
gorilla?
always dancing and eating food.
Oh, that guy.
I still don't know who y'all talking about.
The other one that just be like,
he's a bodybuilder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just looks goofy.
Again, I'm putting in my bid for Internet Czar. So, you know what I'm saying? If somebody knows somebody who knows somebody, you know what I'm saying? Plug me in.
There you go. So we have reached the end of the show. Before I get into the spaces where I let both Charles and Kevin tell you what's going on, here are my final thoughts with regards to social media. Number one, limit the amount of time that you spend on social media. Like, get outside, drink in some of this good vitamin D that's out here. Even if it means just sitting outside and petty. Even if it means sitting outside and just enjoying the breeze. The weather is great right now for you to just sit outside and just bask in a day.
It's about to be Libra season.
Get over yourselves.
Never.
It's football season. Go out and watch some kids and some college teens play. Like, get out and actually enjoy. Yes, touch some grass. And for some of y'all that don't have grass, just go outside and step on the concrete. Draw a hopscotch and play it. Find a rope, jump.
Find some grass or something.
Something. Go.
Not that kind of grass either. Not smokable.
Go to one of the many parks in your city and enjoy a walk.
Just not Lincoln Park.
Okay. Number two is start to weed out the things that just don't serve you any purpose on social media. You have the ability to mute people for 30 days, to unfollow folks, especially in this particular climate right now. Like, everybody is super sensitive. Everybody is saying whatever it is that they are saying off the top of their minds. Like, yes, it's good to be informed. It's good to understand the people that you are around, your connections, your friendships, and your relationships, like where they stand with regards to all of this. However, whatever does not serve your mental, whatever does not serve your emotional, don't continue to allow it to bombard you. Delete, keep going, block, and move on. And then lastly, join some communities that help you help you. If you are an individual who needs to understand how to balance being a husband and all of those types of things, the Husbands Lounge is a great group to join. If you want to understand and join some folks who like all things wrestling and, pop culture, Two Fat Guys podcast is a really great space to be a part of. Be a part of a community of people who are single, who are into art, who are into comics. Find your community so that you can have those people around you. So when you're having those moments where you're not feeling so great, You can go to a specific place in social media that you can find what it is that you need to help you to deal and to build and to get over. So those are just my 3 points. So Kevin, since I brought you in first, I'm gonna let Charles go first. Mr. Pratt, let me know, let the people know what's coming up for you for
Oh, that was fun.
Dating University, for the Husbands Lounge, and where they can find you.
Absolutely. Thank you once again for having me on. I appreciate your platform. I love your platform. Again, I'm Professor Charles, one half of Dating University, and also one half of the Husbands Lounge podcast. You can find either of those podcasts on any of the socials on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. We have new season is getting ready to start for both shows. We have great ideas. We have great guests that are coming on. We want you to join, be a part. We have some surprise things that we want to do this season. We may do an in-person kind of panel situation that's still in the works. But yes, please, if you feel so inclined to, please come give us a follow. It don't cost you anything. Listen to one of our shows, see if you like it, and then share it out. Other than that, we're good, man. I can't wait to get started with both Dating University and the Husbands Lounge podcast.
All right, Mr. Kev.
So Two Fat Guys Podcast, that is the actual name of the show. Two Fat Guys Podcast. We are on all social medias. Facebook is Two Fat Guys Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and it's Two Fat Guys, Two Fat Guys Podcast 99, and Spotify is Two Fat Guys Podcast. Join us tomorrow at 8 o'clock. As Danny and I, we are doing a special series that we started, a special topic called Recast. It's a topic where you can take a movie or a TV show and recast the characters. And we're doing the new Street Fighter movie that is set to come out in 2026. So we're going to recast that movie, the first few characters that we're going to recast that. And just to give you a preview, next week we're going to recast the Mortal Kombat game characters with WWE superstars. So yeah, it is going to be, as Danny and I like to say, and overly use the word, shenanigans. So definitely check us out. And as you can see behind me, that is my collaboration album, Volume 2, The Collabs, KHALABS, which is on all streaming platforms under my name, Kevin Crazy, KRAYZE Gross. So please go and support. We have Raheem Anderson, which I just got notification whose album dropped like a week ago. We have gotten over 5,000 streams on Apple Music, 2,500 streams on Spotify. I'm still waiting on the Amazon numbers, and I'm telling you, go and look up Raheem Anderson on all streaming platforms. The album is called Endlessly Yours. It is a good old-fashioned grown folk, as Brian Johnson like to say, dark liquor album. It is for you to sit back and boo up and just be loved on. It is an awesome grown folk album. Danny, who is my partner, Dan Jones. Look for him on Spotify. Also, we just dropped the Best of Both Worlds collab with me and him. Best of Both Worlds Part 2, actually, where he and I collabed on instrumentals. And be on the lookout for some new projects that are dropping. We just dropped 2 singles. One, My Entertainment, dropped 2 singles today. One for Disengaging, which is a rock band, so go look them up, called Disengaging. The song is called Screaming Out Your Name. And then also a R&B group called Renaissance, which is brought to you by Raheem Anderson. And that song is called Let's Dance. It's a nice up-tempo, good old grown folk music. I'm telling you, we bringing music back to where music used to be. And so we thank you for the support and love. So go check us out. We're everywhere. And if you can't find us, inbox me and let me know, and I can send you the link, because I really want you to enjoy this music that that we are doing at my label, And thank all of you for the support that you were doing. So yeah, that you were showing. We appreciate it. So 8 o'clock tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, Two Fat Guys Live, Two Fat Guys Podcast Live.
All right. Kevin, I love you. I just felt like a CVS receipt.
I know it was a lot, and I appreciate you. It was a lot.
It was a lot. I love it. And I love it.
It's a lot. But look,
I can say that to you because I love you and you are my brother.
But I got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. Look, you know what that mean though? I'm not in these streets. How about that? I got too much issue going on to be in the streets. I got too much issue going on to be in the streets. I'm telling you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You said a CVS receipt. I'm dead.
Kevin is my friend. He gets me all the time. So every now and again, it's the nature of our relationship.
It's the nature of our relationship. Yes. Like this morning, I was like, "Don't come for me." She was like, "I'm gonna come for you whenever I feel like it." That's what we do. I was like, "All right."
But thank you to all of my guests, those that are new to the program, and those that have continued to support us here at Coffee and Tea. Thank you guys so much. Remember to
Viva talking crap about you.
I know she is. Put on your calendar November 14th, which is a Friday. It is our Coffee and Tea After Dark show.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to have some brand new guests on. Some ladies that have always been in the comments will finally get on the screen. So it's going to be a good show for the finale season for season 2. So stay tuned for that. And on that note,
so you gonna just let that slide?
What?
You gonna let that slide?
Let it go. Let it go.
Let that slide, Chris?
Let it go.
You let that slide, Chris? Let's see if I'd have said that. You'd have came for me. Nope. Nope.
So
you sound scared of your own. Okay, all right.
All I'm saying is, I can't help it that I'm a big fan of Raheem, and Raheem knows that I'm a big fan.
That's not the word you used this morning.
Hey yo,
that is not the word I used this morning. Don't call me out like that, sir.
Love you.
Let me leave the end of my program. Thank you very much. Thank you to my auntie for dropping in the comments. We appreciate you, auntie. Thank you, Courtney, for coming around. Thank you, Brian, for joining us with your busy schedule. There, sir. Always good to see you. And we'll see y'all next time before I get myself in any more trouble this evening. So thank you guys so much for watching Coffee and Tea. We see y'all next time.